Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our full BZ Plus playthrough. We are looking towards fusion power. But first, a couple quick announcements. I don't usually say this in every episode, but there is a subscribe button on YouTube. If you want to hit that, feel free. If you don't want to hit it, feel free. I have a Twitch that you can follow me on, interact live as I stream, which is super fun. And another kind of newish thing is Krydax Extra, which is my second channel. Sometimes I stream and I'm not actually making YouTube videos when I do. It's just kind of more of a chill stream and Twitch focused. And when I do that, I do upload those streams onto Krydax Extra. And you can also just go to Twitch and watch the VODs, kind of like its own little YouTube thing, if you want to see it before I upload it. So if you miss a stream, you can always just go to Twitch and watch it on Twitch. And then there's also a Discord, Krydania Discord, if you want to join that. There's a link in the description. And finally, there's a Patreon if you want to support me. Making videos is time-consuming, and I would like to have more time to be able to make videos, but as you all know, that takes resources. So don't feel obligated at all to support me, but if you would like to, there is a way to do it. And those are all my announcements. So without any further ado, we'll jump back into making the factory grow. Our iron is still holding steady at 45 a second, which is really good, but it's still not enough. I think we need 2 blue belts of iron, honestly. And the stone, I think, is actually hurting a bit. We're actually okay on stone. For now. And it looks like the silica is able to hold steady that we need, and the graphite is looking acceptable. That's surprising. I didn't expect that. I do want to move towards fusion power. These are very expensive recipes, but I want to do it. I'm considering, I think we'll probably save resources if we productify our labs. 8% free is going to add up to a lot when I'm researching thousands. Right? I mean, if I research 1,000 packs, but I have 8% more productivity, that's a free 80 packs. And I'm going to research like 5,000. So I think 400 packs is probably, of all colors, is more expensive than like 150 prod modules. At least that's what I hope. I do need to connect kind of this area to logistics, though. Now that should go away soon. I hope. Yeah. Okay. And then I did add some efficiency to these just so they can be a little cheaper. Right now we're spending a lot of power. We're very close to our limit. Yeah, research being a first thing to module is not a bad idea. Okay, we probably have about 1,000... it's a little more. Probably about 2,000 worth of purple and yellow. We are backed up on all the other colors, I believe. Yes. So, what to research? To move towards fusion, we need the plasma handling, and we need a fusion reactor itself, which is, I mean, I have all these things. I just need to make a lot of them and put them all in a chest that's fed with like 5 stack inserters into an assembler. And then a fusion heat exchanger, also pretty expensive. And then we need to research this. So 11 deuterium plasma makes 400 megajoules. And what did we ended up with a plasma heater Crafting speed is 1. Deuterium plasma was... Or the fusion was 1 second. So it's pretty power neutral, right? It says... It's weird. It says for now fusion consumes more energy than it produces, but I'm not seeing that. Is there an inefficiency somewhere that I'm not seeing? Somewhere there must be an inefficiency, because I'm seeing this as exactly power neutral. I guess the power is used to create the deuterium. I'm not factoring that in the first place. So what? I wonder what that is. The deuterium plasma comes from 11 deuterium gas. I guess that's what I'm not factoring in. So deuterium gas... Where is it? Where's the recipe for it? Oh, this one. Electrolyzes heavy water into pure deuterium and oxygen. It's not showing me the recipe, though. So we gotta look in FNEI. It's 3 to 2 in 1 second. So we need 11 deuterium gas, I believe, for one of those 400 megajoule cycles. So that's only going to cost 10, well, 11 megajoules. And then the heavy water is made in a boiler, and we need 16.5 heavy water divided by 0.4. Oh gosh, that's the same as multiplying by 2.5. 16.5 times 2.5 is 48 and 48.75? 49.25? Something like that. Around 50. 50 of these craftings is what I'm getting at. And 50 of these craftings is going to take 250 seconds of boiler time, which is... Oh, that's a lot of power. 250 seconds of boiler time is 200... Well, it's around 300 megajoules. So it's the boilers that really... Do these have module slots? If I can put efficiency in these, it'll be a little better. They do not. Okay, no efficiency, so yeah. So we're looking at about 710-ish. Megajoules. Where am I looking? So then to get it to power positive, where were we looking? So there's these efficiency upgrades that make it more megajoules each. So then the second one gets me to 460. The third one gets me to 480. D to D fusion efficiency. Gosh, these are crazy. So D to D fusion is basically never positive by itself. I think you have to support it with the tritium. I mean, there are more upgrades for it. It gets all the way up to 600, it looks like. And then there's the one that generates tritium and then tritium fusion. So this is not going to generate me any power, like for a while. So I think I'm going to go ahead and expand nuclear. Sorry for that little mental detour there. So we need to expand nuclear. I think I'm going to go with a 4 reactor setup. And I'm going to research Covarex so we can have all the uranium we want. Let me go turn off the cell making so we can save up some of the bright green rocks. It uses heat, so we're gonna need to do the steam turbines, I believe. I think it just shows you that as a visual aid. I don't think the megajoules is actually an item or a resource that gets transferred. Because, yeah, what were we looking at? What is that? Oh, that's not happening anytime soon. 37,000. No thanks. Oh, that's interesting. Deuterium heating efficiency also gets improved. Was that a separate research? Oh. There's the fusion efficiency and the heating efficiency. That's a big deal. So then it doesn't cost as much either. But it's actually, ironically, the boiling that takes a huge amount too. Maybe this one is more efficient to get heavy water. Yeah, this looks better. I assume this is better. Much more energy efficient than boiling water directly. Okay. So it's not crazy far. We are going to need probably like 10 grand or 20 grand of science. Anyway, we were looking at the megajoules. I don't think it's a resource. Like, it shows up as fuel value 1 megajoule, but it's not used in anything. It's just a way to show you how much it generates. Anyway, we want to disable this guy from running unless it sees greater than 45. So it'll generate a bunch of bright green rocks first. Ooh, that's gonna take absolutely forever, isn't it? I can make 2 more. We'll make 2 more. What's up, Miss Rena? How's it going? I'm doing well, and I'm very much enjoying the new place. It's been a nice summer break so far, and yeah, being done with moving is very nice. Okay, these generate 3.6. That's about the amount these use. It's gonna take a long time to get 40 of these. 400 minutes? Oh gosh. That's scary. We only have 14 fuel cells. Also scary. Yeah, maybe you're right, Dave. Maybe it does have to internally be a liquid. And then it changes what recipe, and somehow the liquid's translated to a heat value or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Okay, so the new build, we'll just do it over here. Let's go ahead and design it. We need a lot of resources to build it. What I'd like to do, actually, is leave a square for inserters to do stuff. So we'll do something like that. And hopefully that can transfer enough power. I can always link it up on this side to something like this. Should be plenty of heat transfer. And then that all together is going to be 40. They're all going to be triple. So 160. So that's going to be 480. So we're going to need 48 of these, which means 24 to a side. So that's 4 of these. That's a little long to go across. So I think what I'm gonna do is one of these guys. So we need 24 on each side. I wonder how much space we need in between. Because this is a throughput of 600, roughly. Okay, so if I move it down a couple more squares, we can keep those separated. Thinking this. Hopefully that's enough power transfer through the middle there. And then we've got that, that, chunk. Okay, so that's 240 megawatts. We're gonna need 600, we decided, was the total, roughly, for one of these. So they don't need their own, but I think it's probably simpler if they have their own, like that, and that. Okay, so that's water in, heat in, steam, and now what we need is a billion fluid tanks for each of these. Because this involves 0 storage and a lot of waste. Now, once Covarex is running, though, I don't really care about the waste. Uranium is so cheap once you have Covarex going. But you want to have a little bit of steam, at least. Steam storage, that is. So I think this is all good. And the only thing I would need to do is connect the steam to storage on both sides. So I'm going to copy this, flip it. And we'll need to disconnect these guys. Yeah, that is the sad part. The blueprint flipping doesn't understand. And neither does this one, in fact, because it's almost like a different entity when you hit Control R. It actually changes what entity it is. So there's no easy way to fix that. Let's see, this one goes here, here, here. Wait, I did the wrong one. Okay, so that should break the connections between them. And then we're gonna have fuel cells being fed in. Always stack size 1 on these. I will, I think, just have a belt of fuel cells. I don't really think we're gonna have any issues with that. Once Covarex gets started. And oh, I need power, don't I? Substations. Ruh-roh. Oh, good. I can fit them in between here. Okay, so that gets all the internal. This gets that side. Okay, that's easy enough. Alright, and then we need to connect them somewhere. Call it there. Okay, looking good, looking good. Are these powered by anything? They're not. Gotta get the old water pumps powered. And then we'll deal with steam storage. The input will only fire off if some sort of condition's met, so we'll just try to connect these. We'll say steam is less than, I don't know, 2,000. We'll try to have enough so that 2,000 is still a lot left. And yeah, so I think we just need a bunch of storage tanks now. For this one, we had 2 per boiler. This one's gonna have triple the amount, which would mean 3 per boiler, and that still wasn't enough for 5. And if you want less than 5, you need a complicated circuit. So I think what I'm gonna do is stay pretty simple here. And let's see, 14 for 12. Maybe we'll do 20. Actually, let's go down 1. So close. Okay. That'll be a decent amount of steam storage. What did I do here? There we go. Had something upside down. Okay, I believe that is the complete nuclear build. I will just need to connect the wire here to... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Please stay connected. I'll have to connect that to a tank. Alright, so that's big ol' nuclear build. You know, I should probably... This does require advanced fluid handling as far as mods go, but that's the only mod I think we're using, so it's worth putting it in the old My Blueprints. Because this is a pretty good nuclear build. I like the way it looks. It does require water well pumps, too. Or just water fill and, you know, regular water pumps. Okay, we're up to 3. That's not very good. We need 40. Crap. Crap. Can the used up cells do something, right? Ah, they only go to the boring uranium. Never mind. Alright, well, time to start crafting all those parts. The nice thing about the new one is it's more efficient in terms of fuel cells, so we get more power out of the same amount of cells. Oh gosh, can't drive. And I need to now look at how expensive that is. 192 heat pipes, 96 turbines. Youch. Those are going to be pricey. 48 heat exchangers, 4 nuclear. I love all these multiples of 4. 80 tanks. The rest of the stuff doesn't matter. Okay, well, we've got our work cut out for us. I think it is time to give my logistics bots a bad time. And to have them craft those for me. At least these three. Nuclear requires... where'd it go? There it is. Nuclear requires a lot of crap, too. This is a moment where I need stack inserters. I don't have any. Really need gears in my inventory. Quest those. Okay, a few more stacks. Stack size of 1. And then we want to, for a moment, change the additive values to only 1 recipe worth of a request. Because it's already pretty huge. I will do 5 for heat pipes. I will do 2 for those, and I will do 3, 4. We'll do 10 for heat pipes. Okay, and then heat pipes are gonna go up to 200. These are going to go up to 100. These are going to go up to 50. These are going to go up to 2. Because 2 is going to be enough. Because if there's 2 in there... In fact, I'm actually going to set it to, like, 0. For now, and see, because they might stack up to here for a few before they output, and I really don't want to waste nuclear power plants. So zircaloy is not in the network. I believe titanium's not. Yeah, graphite's not. We got some issues here. Didn't mean to do that. I want stack inserters. So we'll get graphite in the network. You're the zircaloy, right? No, you're aluminum alloy. The zircaloy is over here. We need all sorts of things to be in the network. Let's see here. How about cubic zirconia gets split. And oops, that much. Titanium gets a split. Or no, that's wolframite. Titanium's over here. Can't remember if I set that up or not. Yeah, there's one right here. Change that. Diamonds? We have 300. That feels like we did that intentionally. Yeah, it's right there. Diamonds. This one. These guys need to work off of a request. Definitely need to put that setting back. 5 recipes at a time. Oh gosh. Wait, no, just kidding. Those requests are way too big. I didn't notice how many it was on the zirconium stuff. I forgot. We don't need very much tin and iron. 5 is perfect. Okay, and then we'll go to like 4 stacks of each of those. Go ahead and make those electric, make those more productive. Oh, can't make it more productive. Got it. The alloys are not more productive. That's working just fine. I feel like we're missing... Oh yeah, tin and lead. Oh gosh. Tin. What happened to tin? I thought I had a moho mine on tin. Did I forget to do that? No, we unpowered it. That's a big... Crap. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's make that empty out even faster there. Yikes. Okay, we do need some tin. And I think everything else is available, but I'm not certain. Oh, graphite. Okay. Now my whole base is gonna hate me for a very long time for this. But I believe things will get built. That's all there. That's all there. That's all there. Did I ever do copper? I think I... Did I? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I did. It's right here. Okay, we'll let that build up to a bit bigger. Cool. Okay, so we're on our way towards more nuclear. Fusion power is going to be pretty far down. Revamping smelting is pretty high on the list to get more resources. We need more stone for that. I think. Well, we have stone on a train. How's that looking? I mean, I have the moho going, but that's it. Graphite needs moho action. Coal is still doing okay, it looks like, though it's decreasing. Woo, baby. We're gonna need a lot more trains going soon. I could revamp these to stack inserters to make the transition, the loading and unloading a lot faster. So that's the thing. Seems okay. What I might do... supplement my graphite here. That is the annoying part sometimes about defaulting to the requester chests. Is if you're out of the network, they bother you. But that should be good for the old graphite. And let's make sure that's connected properly still. We will do input priority right from the train, because I think the train is still... Oh gosh. Train is basically giving me nothing, so... I guess the priority here then should be left, because that's not requiring me to train materials. Oh, cool. Completely out of graphite. Nice work. Good job, Krydax. You didn't even notice you were out of graphite. Is anything else missing completely? Doesn't look like it. Nothing else is missing. Iron. Wait, why did iron stop? Oh, we're out of graphite. Okay. That's fair. That is a reason that makes sense to me. And that'll be some good graphite increase, 16%. And I want to say graphite doesn't have a better method. Is that correct? Yes. All we get is flake graphite in an assembler. I guess the blessing is that it's an assembler and not a furnace, because they're less power comparatively, I think. Are they? 388 kilowatts for 1.25. No, it's even worse, actually. It's worse than a furnace. You can get one more productivity module in it, or two more. Okay, you get more productivity, but you get less, you get way more power cost, which is bothersome. Bothersome indeed. So they're almost 400. So is this actually power saving? Minus 30% is equivalent to subtracting an entire 1.2 buildings. 1.2 of these is about exactly 480. Okay, so you need efficiency 2 before beaconing is worth it. At least I think that's how that all works out. Okay, so there's the graphite. Looks like it's not quite. Is it enough? No, if it was enough, this would be backing up. Maybe it just needs to saturate a little bit. Because we're getting a full belt out. And there's no way this is the exact count that we need. So I think in a second we'll see this backing up. At least that's what I'm expecting. Yeah, there it is. Just starting to back up. Okay. So that's good. And that's with only half of it, right? Yeah, that's half of the graphite. Okay. So that's iron back to full, which is good. We are still... We actually have logistics bots. Thought we'd be out, but we're not, which is good. And what about concrete? I thought for sure we have concrete. Why is there no... Oh, the stack inserter just hasn't gotten that far yet. That's funny. Let's actually throw in another one here that goes even faster. The number of items is so ridiculous for a single nuke reactor. You know what I need too is centrifuges. Or do I? Do I need a centrifuge? What recipes use a centrifuge? Can we find out? If it's only uranium, then we don't really need that to be a thing. I just need concrete to be on my personal requests, and I should just be able to handcraft a few here and there as needed. Cool. Okay, and we're slowly getting these things. Oh gosh. Red circuits are huge shortage, as expected. Youch. Youch, youch, youch. Okay, current shortage as it stands. I think green circuits are in a pretty big deficit. So extending this a little further. Wait, why are these? Oh, graphite. So graphite's an issue. Let's upgrade the potential to a red belt. I think I screwed that up. It was already supposed to be that. Because we have, yeah, 30 out here. So we need a red belt there. And then that goes all the way to here. Take it to its next path. That should be good. Because steel is the other thing that needs a lot. Okay, so steel is productive as much as it can be. The rate is only using 12, up to 12 iron, but we have up to 15. So let's bump this into the next tier of usage by saving ourselves a little bit of power. I also need a request beacon. Ah, where's the B key? There we go. 20? I think 20 is probably fine for normal situations. Okay, does that get me there? Not quite. Let's just put a few on this side. Oh, it's weird. It doesn't replace the ghost with one that has modules in it. I would have expected it to do that. Okay, there we go. So now we can use the full red half, assuming we have enough of the other ingredients. That's going to require around 5. We have plenty of that. And it's going to require 5 graphite, so looks like we've got that. Okay, so steel was a big one that was slowed down. Plastic is actually looking okay. Red circuits are a big slowdown. Deficit is green circuits. So speeding up green circuits is doable. Let's upgrade green circuit belt to be red belt, which I think it is in all of these spots. Oops, that's a waste. Just making sure. Yeah, we gotta go back here, get these red. Okay, so green circuits are capable of more. I really should switch this to be a beaconed build. So what I'm gonna do is the following. We're going to recreate it up here, but with enough room for beacons. So we need a bunch of wire. The ratio changes, so it's kind of annoying to deal with. So let's start with these. Okay, so you guys are making green. And you need 4 things. Copper and solder. Now, here's an interesting one. We could, because the ratio is 3-2-2-1. If we do a little bit of sushi, we could get the rates. Well, hold on. Let's see what this is with productivity. 18. Sorry, workshops. We're going over the O. We might have to move your name here. Okay, 32. Is this about the right ratio? No, we need another one. Okay, so then we need a full red belt. of each of these, and then 1.5 copper and half solder. We only get 3 belts of input, though. So that's not going to work. So blue belts, I believe, are necessary here. Because 1 blue can handle all the copper. No, because that's more than half a blue. We're just going to need two separate chains here, I think, which is kind of crazy. Green circuits require a lot of resources. So what I'll do is set up direct insert copper cable. I guess that works. I was in my head thinking we would put beacons on both sides. But yeah, you're probably right. That's going to be easier. So just for argument's sake, if these are sped up by 2, what's the... We need 9 in. So these are never going to be fast enough, even with productivity. But it might be easier to just waste a little bit here, rather than have the offset. Because now the ratio is different. Like 2 of these need 18, which would be 4, well, no, 2.5 of these. So yeah, maybe we just go directly across, and that's just easier. I don't know. I mean, what's crazy is this right here. Is this fast enough? This is almost a red belt. Like, these craft so fast. It's absolutely nuts. This one right here is 9.2 by itself. It literally needs stack inserters to fill this bad boy. But we're getting less, right? So we're only getting 7/9. So I need to multiply this by 7/9, which means we do need 1 more. Because the copper input rate is not quite fast enough. And then we'll shift these over so copper can just come in. I think half a belt of copper should be enough. No, wait. 7/9. Oh, this is hard. But this is actually just about right with 7/9 of the input. So that means these copper machines are going to be running pretty much full time. So I might need more than 15 copper, is what I'm trying to say there. And then we need a full belt of graphite, a full belt of iron, because 7/9 of this is still going to be more. So we are going to need full beltage here, which is going to get tricksy. Maybe I need to space it out 1 more. Yeah, that is nice. I think, can't you do that? Isn't there like a custom in here? Or is there not? I thought there was. Yeah, I just don't like the interface of rate calculator. I've tried it so many times and I just can't get into it. Definitely stack inserters there. We max out at 8 per second of any individual thing, so we will need actually, this one should be this. This one should be that, and that should be that. 8.3. So solder should be on the back, I think. Okay. All right. That should do it. So, copper, solder, graphite, iron, green chips. How about we input some copper? There we go. And we deconstruct all of these. And upgrade everything to a red belt. I don't even know exactly what we need to upgrade there, but we'll hit it all. Also, did we check solder numbers? Is one of these enough? Oh my gosh, almost. These things are so fast. So if I throw in 2 of these and a speed, I think, yeah, we're more than good to go. It's the output that's going to be the issue. Let me just make sure. Okay. So there you go. There's better green circuit operations. Maximized. Up to a red belt, at least. Even closing in, if we can get more, put a few more beacons on these, whatchamacallits, copper cables, we can potentially get close to a blue belt out from here, especially with tier 2 modules. Right now, it seems like graphite is the problem. And that is due to graphite in. So, quick fix for graphite in is some moho mines up at this graphite patch. We'll fix that, and then I think we'll have to call it an episode. But we have lots left to do. I've really enjoyed this balance of ore patches. It's been not absurdly difficult. It's been just enough ore that it's like, okay, we can actually play the game and not just set up outposts all day, every day. However, it has not been ignorable either. It's like we pretty much have to pay attention all the time. Okay, is there literally one left? And that's it? That's hilarious. Okay. Where is the one square? Oh, there's 2 left. Okay. Let's see how many we can get going here. I guess 4 is the best we can do. At least I think that's the best we can do. The other thing I don't know is, do we need steam for a moho mine? And I think the answer is yes. But I haven't actually... I don't think I've done a moho thing yet with liquid input. Uh-oh. Power is blinking. Okay, what's this gonna take? About a minute. Alright. You're a moho. What'd you call me? It says there's up to 4. This is a pretty decent moho operation. Okay. So we should be able to just go straight down here and then attach that. Now that's going to wreck my power. But it should mean enough graphite. And I'm okay with that. And they don't need steam, by the way. So that's handy. Very handy. They even have a liquid input, so is that bugged? Wonder if, like, wolframite, or what's it called? Tungsten? Okay, it seems like this one does require water. And let's check on, what was the other one? Lubricant was titanium? Titanium still requires lubricant. Okay. So I think, and uranium still requires sulfuric. So I guess this is the exception. You just don't need steam to get the graphite out. But it's only... Uh-oh. Now what's happening? We lost nuclear. Double yikes, folks. Double yikes. Okay, this has 12 more. I'll wait till it's done. But we are in dire straits right now for power. It's a great question, Dave. Given the other ones have it, that makes me lean towards feature. However, given that there's only a few ores, it's also very possible that it's just an oversight. I would chalk it up to oversight more than a bug. Because if it works for the other ones, why wouldn't it work for Steam? So I imagine it's maybe forgotten. Which is, I know what you probably mean by a bug. But anyway. Okay, so there's... Oh, that's diamonds. Graphite is gone right now. Okay, so uranium was the problem. I may have to run over here and feed a couple of my 8 into here. I hate spending the bright green rocks when I'm waiting for Kovarex. But at the same time, our base cannot run without that nuclear power. And I don't really want to quadruple my coke to steam setup right now. Though I guess we could. It's pretty cheap to make a big coke power plant. Like, I could run out into the wild blue yonder to these coal patches and just set up a gigantic steam power. But we're not going to do that. Where's... Oh, I went way too high. I'm like, I don't remember running into a thick forest. Follow the power. Okay. So, we need... One thingy makes 10 fuel cells. I'm gonna spare 2 for now. See how far that gets me. Oh gosh. Oh no. We've death spiraled. Oh geez. We need more coke. To power enough to even make the uranium fuel cells. Oh, please finish. Oh, we're a fourth of the way there. We'll see if we can get there. Oh gosh, just down to 28. What's happening over here? Oh, it's because the inserters are just so slow. This is why you use burner inserters. Or why some people do, at least. Oh, gosh. If I run over there... Yeah, I'll run over there and just hand feed a bit to make them run enough. And then we will end the episode once we get nuclear back up and running. And I know I have a lot of coke in my logistics storage somewhere too, because I've gotten rid of a bunch of it from my inventory. Ooh, that was close. All right. So, I guess I need to just grab a bunch of coal and go ahead and say, you guys get a bunch of coal. Oh, it doesn't work because they're filled with coke. What about the back ones? I guess that doesn't work either. Wait a second, what's going on over here? Oh, something about the connection here is not... Oh, the power's too low for the water pumps to be working. That's the other issue, is the water's on its own. So it's actually the water pumps. Interesting. These are thankfully not plagued by the same issue, so why don't I just add as much as I can into these? That should help me at least finish a few uranium fuel cells. Well, this is a good old-fashioned Factorio episode. A nice death spiral, running out of power, running out of ore. Classic. I tend to get ahead of myself, and this playthrough is no exception. I feel like I've done better than normal, like I've prepared for the future in my first attempt to make something, but I still haven't spent very much time going back and fixing things to be better in time. Okay. So we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2. Let that run for a minute. That should immediately get me some power. Yep. Because it was sitting right at the heat level where it couldn't run anymore. So that should crank up pretty fast. Okay, and I do want to give it a second, because I would love to see... I don't want to feed it too... I really can't afford to be wasteful right now. I guess since we're using a lot of power, we're not going to get a lot of byproduct steam, so I can probably do a couple more right now. Now, what is going on here? Oh, right. The steam turbines have to share. One heat exchanger doesn't quite support 2 turbines. Forgot about that. Okay. Still not running all the way on the end here. Slowly beginning. Oh my gosh. And our power's still... Satisfaction would require almost 400 megawatts. That's not good. I might need another steam plant just for a short time, to be honest. We should see the satisfaction decrease over here because things would normally be backed up that aren't backed up because we had low power. And so once things catch up, that should decrease over time. That's the hope anyway. But just grab the rest of these real quick. Looks like we didn't get a productivity boost. We would need to make quite a few more. And we're still only at 7 out of however many it is for Kovarex. Let me speed this up any more. Ooh, that one could get 2.8 thousand. Building the new one, I think we're still pretty far from... I mean, I guess I could... If I have the 2 reactors, I could at least... I was planning on not removing the old one, is the thing. Ooh, we do have 2 more reactors. So I could at least get half of it set up. We almost have 24 of those. I mean... Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do in the next episode, is set up half of the reactor. Set up half reactor. And then that'll at least get me to full power satisfaction. And then from there we can finish out the rest of it. What was I going to do with these? Well, I was going to put speed in them, but that costs even more power. But I think it's worth it for uranium. It's still a relatively low amount of power compared to the rest of the base. So now we're getting 6.2 uranium. So we could manage... you know what? We're gonna be a little smarter here so we can beacon the same ones. So that way those beacons each affect 4 buildings. Better use of power. Okay, so now that can use up to 5 a second, which gets me 0.23 a minute. Not bad. So that means 4 to 5 minutes per times 40 is 3 hours still. So a decent amount of playthrough still left without it. Yikes. Okay, well, I'm just going to put this in here. We're going to need all of that. I don't think we'll build up any steam. Maybe a tiny bit. Once graphite finishes up, then we should be okay. Huh. Okay, well, I'm going to have to call it a YouTube episode there. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next episode.